Hey everybody, I'm Kirk Cameron. I'm an actor and author, and I currently host The Kirk Cameron Show on YouTube. You might also know me from my previous roles in Growing Pains, Fireproof, or Left Behind. Today, I'm going to be reacting to some old videos of me from across the decades. All right, let's get into it.
What are you doing?
So you left me no pizza?
Caleb, I just lit that candle. I like the way it smells.
Well, I don't. Did you leave me any dinner at all?
I assumed you were eating with Michael.
Does it not occur to you that there are two people living in this house and both of them need to eat?
You know, I often wonder what my kids think of this when they watch the movie now and they see me playing Mary to some other woman and then me yelling and screaming like I'm right about to. I've never talked like that to my wife, to their mom, and it actually made me super uncomfortable to even do this, particularly as someone who believes that you're to honor your wife. And in fact, the director got upset with me that I wasn't angry enough in this scene until I reached this level. Keep going.
Why do you have to make everything so difficult?
Oh, I'm making everything difficult? Seems to me like I'm the one carrying the weight around here while you're off doing your own thing.
Excuse me? I'm the one out there working to pay this mortgage, and I pay for both of the cars.
Yeah, and that's all you do. I pay all of our bills with my salary.
Which you agreed to do. That's fair. Do you not like this house? Do you not like your car?
Oh, Caleb, who takes care of this house?
Yeah.
Me. Who washes all the clothes? Me. Who gets all the groceries? Me. Not to mention I'm helping my parents every weekend. You know, I've got all this pressure on me, and the only thing you ever do for anybody is for yourself.
Let me tell you something. You don't know the first thing about pressure. All right, you think I put out house fires for myself? Or rush to car wrecks at 2 a.m. for myself? Or pull a child's body out of a lake for myself? You have no idea what I go through.
Oh, yeah, but what do you do around here other than watch TV and waste time on the internet? You know what? If looking at that trash is how you get fulfilled, that's fine, but I will not compete with it.
Well, I sure don't get it from you.
And you won't, because you care more about saving for your stupid boat and pleasing yourself than you ever did about me.
Shut up! I'm sick of you! You disrespectful, ungrateful, selfish woman!
I'm not
How
selfish.
dare you say that to me? You constantly nag me and you drain the life out of me. I'm tired of it. If you can't give me the respect I deserve, look at me. Then what's the point of this marriage?
Man, that is so uncomfortable for me to watch. And boy, my sons would drop me if they ever saw me speak to my wife that way. I remember actually apologizing to God after doing that because I should never speak to anyone that way, let alone my wife, even if it's just an on-screen wife. And I hoped that I hadn't raised my own emotional ceiling to where that would affect the way that I responded to my real wife in real life. All right, next video.
Welcome to the internet. You are now online and ready to access.
Okay, pause right here. This was back in the 1990s, and this is a television movie called The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. Super fun, Disney kind of after-school special kind of movie, and I love this scene. Watch what's about to happen.
So long, Patricia Verducci.
While I'm doing this, there's really no electricity while I'm in the room. I'm just acting like I'm having an epileptic seizure. Wow. And now, the entire internet has been downloaded into my brain, so I know everything. I'm as smart as a 90s version of AI. I can speak languages. I know everything. I'm a genius. The computer wore tennis shoes. Get it?
I'd like you to meet some important people. Gentlemen, Let me introduce the distinguished ambassadors from Brazil and Sri Lanka. Gentlemen, please meet Dexter Riley.
Estou encantado de conhecer você. Dia espero usufruir o seu carnaval quando tiveridade suficiente para oficiar.
Okay, hold on right there. Hold on. All right, so remember, the whole internet was downloaded into my mind, which means I'm like Google Translate, like in tennis shoes. And so I can speak Spanish, but I can also speak Sri Lankan. Watch this.
Talvez já o estágio.
Mama obova hamu vimata harisatutui. Mage hangimata vidyata obagirata loke matibena alankara tanak.
He says in wonderful Sinhalese that he finds my country beautiful.
Of course I
Since you are
do.
such a fine young man, I would like you, as a favor to me, to dance with my daughter. She's horribly bored at this adult event. Come with me.
You'd better dance or you're going to cause an international incident.
Now, of course, you know that I'm also going to be a world-class Fred Astaire dancer, Sri Lankan style. Watch this.
Oba ma samaga bal natimata kamatida.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි මම ඔබ සමග බාල් නැටීමට හරි කැමතියි.
Naturally. The waltz, basic box step. Fred Astaire style. Man, I had so much fun making that movie, and it's amazing to see where the internet has come since the 1990s. All right, next video.
Just up the street here.
Things have changed a bit since you've been around.
What floor does you live on, Dad?
It's not there anymore. Well, wait a minute. I'll show you where my old pal Shorty lived, just around the corner here. Wait till you see the flower garden in the front yard. It was just... I don't believe it.
Dad, I hope the place we used to
Okay,
be is still
hold on. Does anyone know who that is? My sister in the back seat of this station wagon back in the 1980s. Who's that? That's Carol Seaver from Growing Pains. That is the same actress that plays my sister in Growing Pains before we were on the sitcom in the 1980s. There we are a few years earlier.
Hey, Doc. Trigger, come on. Hey, it's me, it's Chris. Chris, you're back. Yeah, we gotta get to the hospital. Come on.
Okay, stop right there. All right, my best friend behind me, that's Sean Astin. That's Sam Wise-Ganges from Lord of the Rings. And the actor from Arthur, the comedian Dudley Moore, was my father in this movie where we switched brains. And I became a doctor, and my doctor dad became his teenage son. But this is a fun scene. Watch this.
Before he left me, you satisfied, huh? Look, Rick, I want to help you out of here, but man, I gotta go. Finish what I started last night. Wait a minute, you did this to me?
I'm gonna do it again, too.
Look, Rick, man, I don't want to fight.
Oh, you don't want to fight now, huh, Hammond? I'll tell you what. I'll fight you with one hand behind my back. Come on.
Come on, man.
Oh, what, are you afraid, little boy? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll fight you with two hands behind my back. What do you say? Two?
Oh no, big man falls down. And of course, this is a little bit of movie magic. They do the old camera trick where it changes the depth of field so you can't see, but when I'm punching that guy, I'm actually a foot in front of his face, but it looks like I'm connecting. This is an episode of a TV show called Touched by an Angel. This was back in the day, and there would always be some tragic crisis, something going on, and an angel would appear and talk to the person in trouble and help them. It was a super heartwarming, great show, and I was very honored to be a part of this. And what's happened in the storyline is that I was a mailman, and there was a little boy who would get so excited when I would show up and give mail to him. Well, I had befriended him, and one day, he came to greet me while I was distracted, paying attention to my phone, and I accidentally drove into and over him, and he died. In my grief, I didn't know what to do, and so I came to his father's front door to apologize to him for what I had done.
I had to come over. My grandmother always told me that in times like these, you make a casserole. I am just so sorry.
Hold on. This, I'm getting chills and tearing up just watching this scene. This is the very first time that I had to cry on cue in a movie scene. I didn't know how to do it. How do you cry? Can you make yourself cry right now? Well, I took some lessons from an acting coach, and she was magic. She taught me how to cry, not by thinking of something sad, but by actually building a relationship in my mind, like manufacturing a history with this boy that I had befriended with so many positive thoughts and hopes and dreams. And then right before they rolled the cameras, she came up and whispered in my ear, and then you carelessly, distracted by something stupid when you knew you shouldn't have been, killed him. And now all those dreams will never come true. He'll never get married. He'll never have a family because of your carelessness. And then she walked away, and the director said, action. And it hit me for the very first time. I had never cried before in all the acting lessons because all she did was build up the relationship, and at that moment she took it away from me, and this is what resulted without me even trying. It was brilliant. Watch.
You killed my son. And now you think you can come over here with a casserole and that's gonna make it all right?
No. I know nothing can make it all right. But I wanted to tell you how I feel.
How you feel? Who cares how you feel? I'll tell you something. If I didn't have a little girl to raise, I would kill you right now with my own bare hands and spend the rest of my life in prison, happy I'd done it.
I wasn't even acting. Like that, like, I'm not saying, I don't think I'm actually a very good actor, and there's people who are brilliant actors. I'm thinking of Robert De Niro and others, but I wasn't even acting. I literally had built this relationship in my imagination through the acting coach's strategies, and that was a natural reaction to the belief that I had just destroyed all the hopes and dreams of this little kid. And so that was really cool. And I used that technique in other movies as well. Okay, let me give you a little background on this. So I am with my friend Ray Comfort. We're going to share the gospel with people on Santa Monica Pier in Southern California. These are some guys that we met, and they just looked scary, and we thought that this would be cool to go talk with them.
We're from the ghetto. Okay, so here we're gonna go for 20.
Okay, hold on. If you notice, I'm speaking in a Mexican accent, and my kids are always telling me, Dad, you're doing it again, and I don't even try. I think it might be part of an actor thing where I'm always trying to like relate to the other people I'm talking to. So when I hear a Mexican accent, I start to speak in a Mexican accent, like we're on the same frequency. I've heard this labeled empathetic speech. It just comes out. Luckily, they didn't think I was mocking them and inflict bodily harm.
You gotta. First, I asked you 3 questions. You gotta pass the test. Okay. Do you consider yourself to be a good person? You? You're a good person? You a good person? Sometimes. Good heart. Good heart.
All right. Look,
Oh yeah.
look. I'm gonna be honest with you in my pocket. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
In my pocket.
I'm good and bad. Good and bad. Okay. What's he got here?
Truth and faith.
Truth and faith. Oh, that's okay. Okay. So, can I ask you 3 questions to see if that's true?
Yeah.
Okay. You know the 10 Commandments, right?
Yeah.
Los 10 Commandmientos.
Now, of course, I had to throw in a little Spanish, Los 10 Commandmientos. And look at the guy who's a little heavy set right behind me, or to my left, with the glasses on. This guy's going to start asking me questions like, who do you think is the most evil person on the earth? And he's been a Jehovah's Witness. I think he said he was a Mormon. He had tried all these different religions, and there's a really cool story about what happens to this guy 2 years after this interview. But the main focus right now is on the bald guy with the tattoos.
Oh, yeah, okay. Take a minute. Hello. Have you ever lied?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What does that make you?
A liar.
Have you ever stolen something?
Yeah.
What does that make you?
Bad person, like I told you.
What is it?
Like I told you.
Like
I told you, I'm not good.
No, that's good. You're being honest. No, that's good. That's good. So if you've stolen, what does that make you?
Religion or what?
Thief? Thief. Here's the one that got me. I'll be honest. Here's the one that got me. Hey, hang on. Let him hear. And Jesus said, you heard it that it was said, do not commit adultery.
Right.
But I say to you, Jesus said, whoever looks at a woman to lust after her.
Wait a little time.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
Little
I can show you in Matthew chapter 5.
Okay, hold up. What am I thinking right now? I'm like arguing with this guy. Like, oh yeah? Yeah? I can show you right now in Matthew chapter 5, bro. Like, he doesn't care about Matthew chapter 5. I'm just glad I didn't get shanked. Not only did they not get upset with me, but he was thanking me for sharing the gospel with him. And the really cool thing is that the heavyset guy with the glasses there to my left, we saw him 2 years later on Hollywood Boulevard with a Bible in his hand, and he was there with some friends from his church that were celebrating the value of life in the womb. He remembered this interview and said that that was a turning point in his life, and now he's walking with Jesus. So that was super cool. What a great trip down memory lane.
Honey? Where are you?
Ma'am? Is everything okay?
It's my husband. He's disappeared.
Okay, stop right there. This is a scene from Left Behind. And this lady says that her husband has disappeared. Guess what it was? The rapture. This is the moment that the Christians were snatched away to meet the Lord in the air. And you're about to see the iconic image of just clothes and shoes and reading glasses left in piles on seats where the Christians vanished. Watch this.
You know what? I bet he just slipped off to the restroom while you were asleep.
Would you mind checking, please?
Okay, sure.
And take this.
Ma'am?
I think he's gone off naked.
All his clothes are in the seat. She thinks he's running around the plane naked.
I'll be right back.
Boy, that was perfect timing, huh?
Ray, people are missing.
There's my wife, and this is an actor playing the captain of the plane who was not a believer in Jesus Christ. Turns out the director of this movie was not a Christian either. Lots of people on this production were not Christians, so they didn't really understand the biblical narrative. They didn't understand what the rapture even was. Kind of crazy. And I had conversations with him trying to explain the gospel. I was hoping that he would be a Christian, that he would put his faith in Christ. And he told me that he absolutely could never believe in a God. Turns out that I think his little sister passed away from leukemia, and he couldn't understand how a good and powerful God would allow something like that to ever happen. I lost touch with him over the years and heard that he passed away. And then I was contacted by that actor's son, who told me that in his last days, he had made peace with God, and he had turned his heart to the Lord and became a born-again believer, for which I was so grateful. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. In 2018, my family and I made the switch to Christian Healthcare Ministries, and we have not looked back. CHM is the original Christian alternative to health insurance. It's affordable and flexible. It's got 4 low-cost programs for every stage of life. Plus, you can enroll or switch your program at any time. Start today by visiting chministries.org/Kirk and use the promo code Kirk for a 50% credit toward your first month. That's chministries.org/Kirk. Use the promo code Kirk. When you're making an important financial decision for yourself or your family, who you trust matters. That's why so many people are choosing America's Christian Credit Union for their auto financing needs. ACCU combines competitive rates, personal service, and Christian values to help members move forward with confidence. Right now, qualified borrowers can get auto loan rates as low as 3.99% APR on new, used, or refinanced loans. So whether you're purchasing your next vehicle or looking to lower the rate on a loan you already have, ACCU offers flexible terms, new and used vehicle loans, and a knowledgeable team that's committed to helping you every step of the way. Experience the difference of a financial institution that puts people before profits. Visit americaschristiancu.com/Kirk to learn more and apply today. That's americaschristiancu.com/Kirk. So this is from Fireproof again. In this scene, Captain Caleb Holt is now surprised by an invitation to visit a pornographic website. He doesn't want to have to struggle with this and deal with this. He feels the temptation, but then he walks away, and he's just thinking that, you know, I asked God to help me. Why is this still so difficult? Why doesn't he just take away the temptation to do bad things? Maybe this isn't even working. All right, check this out. Okay, Lord, no more addictions. This is Caleb taking business serious. He's taking it into his own hands, and he's going to destroy the addictions, physically remove them. And one of the funny things that none of us expected was that I had an aluminum baseball bat, and I could not break that CRT screen because it was one of the old-fashioned ones that was sort of like concaved, and the glass is so thick that nobody on the entire crew could smash the glass. And so we had to drill all these holes in it just to weaken it enough to where with all of my might, I could crack the screen. And coming right up is one of the iconic scenes from Fireproof people tell me about all the time. And I got a special behind the scenes story once you see who I'm talking about.
Mr. Rudolph?
Caleb? You don't know this, but I never met that guy. I've never seen him. I still haven't, to this day, ever seen that old man in shorts and boots with the garden hose. We shot it on 2 totally separate days. So I'm really just looking off camera out into the distance going, Mr. Rudolph. And they shot him on a totally different day looking off camera going, Caleb. And we've never seen each other in real life.
Rob and I have been trying to get a hold of you.
So now you've added breaking and entering to your list of crimes.
You cannot marry Colton.
Why? At least he's honest.
I thought you quit.
Okay, hold it right there. So Chelsea does not smoke. This is, by the way, a movie we did together called Starstruck. There's Chelsea again. And oh my gosh, this is just rocking my world. This is just taking me back to like right around when we actually got married. And she's got a cigarette in her hand. And she not only doesn't smoke, she didn't know how to fake like she was smoking. She was holding it kind of funny. And it was really paper. And inside of it was not tobacco. It was like marshmallow root or something like that. And it smelled very strange. And she could barely puff on this little thing. But this was a really cute, sweet movie called Starstruck.
Okay, I lied. And I would have cheated and stole and done anything to get close to you.
So it's true. You planned everything. Try not to trip on my dignity on the way out.
Oh.
Robin,
There was a time when your words would have romanced me, Runner.
and there was a time when you weren't so cynical.
You don't know me that well.
I used to.
No. No one's known me for a long time now.
Look, Robin.
That's it. Take him away. Take him away. Lock him up. Really sweet movie. I got to watch that with Chelsea someday soon. We got to go back and watch these movies together.
Behold, the atheist's nightmare. Now, if you study a well-made banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 ridges. On the close side, 2 ridges. If you get your hand ready to grip a banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 grooves, on the close side 2 grooves. The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other.
Okay, hold on. This has become legendary. There is a Ray Comfort joke. They literally call him the Banana Man because of this clip. He even wrote a whole autobiography as the Banana Man. Now, the innuendos are obvious here and why people are making fun of Ray. And I said to him when we were filming this, Ray, don't do this. This is not going to go well. You're going to regret this. And this is not good evidence for the existence of God. This is not going to refute any atheist's claim against God. And he says, no, Kirk, trust me. He said, I've said this in churches many times. Everybody loves it. They laugh. The jokes are great. And he just decided to keep going.
You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface. It has outward indicators of inward contents: green, too early; yellow, just right; black, too late. Now, if you go to the top of the banana, you'll find, as with the soda can makers, they placed a tab at the top. So God has placed a tab at the top. When you pull the tab, the contents don't squirt in your face. You'll find the wrapper, which is biodegradable, has perforations. Notice how gracefully it sits over the human hand. Notice it has a point at the top for ease of entry. It's just the right shape for the human mouth. It's chewy, easy to digest, and it's even curved toward the face to make the whole process so much easier. Seriously, Kirk, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creation.
It's difficult to even watch this. I mean, I don't know how to recover at this point. And again, this is Ray, and we were in a beautiful place at Hume Lake in California, right outside of Yosemite. And I didn't know what to say. I was just trusting my older brother that this has worked in the past and this is going to work here to demonstrate the glory of God. Atheists literally had a heyday with Ray and calling him the Banana Man. But Ray was so genius that he actually started an atheist's blog site for atheists, called himself the Banana Man, and engaged them with questions. And he had a set of rules to where they could only use the word G-O-D in their comments if they capitalized it, and there was no foul language allowed. And he would even do really kind things for the atheists that were the nastiest to him. I remember one time he found out how one of the prominent commenters had fallen on hard times through some other website that he had or some social media site. And Ray actually went to him, had a meal with him and his friends, and he gave him money and things that he really needed just to help him as a kind gesture to someone that he cared about. And that really made a big impact on that guy.
But I'm 15. I'm supposed to think I'm scum. They're scum. I'm not scum. Now just go. I'm trying to focus. I'm focusing.
Same place. Here we go. Quiet down, please.
I have to look at him.
I can't look at him. We need support now. We need support from one another. Everybody's together here. Here we go. You okay? All right, here we go.
Can you let me laugh for a second here?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
We've had our fun.
Now, if you've never had this happen to you, if you're not an actor, you haven't, but sometimes you get into these laughing fits and you just can't stop. And there are things that trigger it. And in the scene, you have to say that same triggering thing in order to get past the scene. And sometimes you just can't stop. Let's keep watching.
I believe you, Mike. Well, thanks. I knew I could count on you guys. If I've ever done anything miserable to affect your lovely lives, please tell me because I will never do it again. I'm sorry. Happy anniversary! No.
It wasn't their anniversary. It was, I don't even know what it said on the sign, but oh gosh, I love those days. Alan Thicke, who played my dad, has passed away. And Joanna's doing great, Tracy's doing great, Jeremy's doing great, and Leonardo DiCaprio was on Growing Pains. In fact, he got his start back in the 1980s as the little kid that I found in the janitor's office at the high school, and we adopted him into our family, and look at him now. So that was a little trick that I did during one of the episodes of Growing Pains where I was sick and I was bored, and so I made this little contraption with a spoon and a grape and I hit it and it shot the grape up into my mouth, and I was proving to the audience that was watching that I could do it again and again. It wasn't just luck. It was kind of like Dude Perfect before Dude Perfect ever even was a thing. I proved that I could do it anytime I wanted. In fact, I did it again with my daughter Olivia for a social media story. Thank you all for going down memory lane together with me, and I hope you have a great weekend. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave me a comment or ask me a question in the comment section, and keep the faith.